بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ما بعد. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. I hope we're not here just for the food only. Everybody came for the food, but MashaAllah, MashaAllah. It's pleasing to see, very pleasing to see young Muslims who are here and giving up time. You gave up your time on the weekend to come and learn something about Islam. And let me ask everyone to try and come closer. Because MashaAllah, it's very pleasing to see young Muslims, our sons, our daughters, our children, who are here giving up their time to come and learn about Islam. Parents, MashaAllah, who have brought their children here and want their children to learn something about their religion, something about Islam. 30 minutes of your time that you gave up, 30 minutes on your weekend to learn about Islam. What's it all about? Why are we here? You gave up 30 minutes to come here, and we all want to know these questions. What's it all about? Why are we here? Why you and me? Why are we all here? Why do we exist? Why are we alive? Who put us here? Who made us? That's the first question. Who made us? Who put us here? Who can tell me that? Who made us? Allah, MashaAllah. Allah made us. Allah is the one who put us here. But why? Why did Allah put us here? Mustafa. MashaAllah. We are here. Allah made us, put us here on this earth for a reason. And when usually, we all know, when someone makes something, they make that thing for a reason, right? Or for a need. And so, example, when they build houses, when you see the people, they build houses. Why do they build a house? Sufyan? To live in. We build a house to live in it, to stay warm, stay safe, to live in it, so we can go back there, we can eat there, we can sleep there. There's a reason why people, they make houses, right? When you go home and your mother, she cooks for you, she cooks food for you. Why does she cook? To eat. Why do we need to eat? We can be healthy. Good, so we can be healthy. So we can stay strong. So we can stay strong and have energy. There's a reason why. When we make things, there's a reason why. So the question is, why did Allah make us? And Mustafa, he answered, MashaAllah. Did you all hear his answer? From this side? You didn't hear? So who can tell me the answer? Why are we here? To worship Allah. MashaAllah, okay, to worship Allah, that's why we're here. But does Allah need us to worship Him? Because we said that when someone makes something, they do it for a reason, because they need something. Does Allah need us to worship Him? Does Allah need us to worship Him? Okay, you said no, and that's the correct answer. But how do we know that Allah does not need us to worship Him. He's the Almighty. Good, mashallah. He's the How else do we know? Yes, Sufyan? He created us. So He made us. He made us. So before He made us, before we were alive, and before this earth that we see, before Allah made the earth, what was there? Just nothing? Before the heavens, before the earth, everything? Allah. Allah alone. Before Allah made us, before we were here, before the earth, before the heavens, and everything that you see, Allah, He was there before He made us, which means He doesn't need us. It means He doesn't need us. But do we need Him? How do we know that? You're right, good. You're right. So we can go to heaven. But how do we know, just in this life, that we need Allah? How do we know that we need Allah? Abid. We know we need Allah because we weren't alive before Allah made us. We know that we need Allah because we were not alive. We were not on this earth. The earth didn't exist. It wasn't here. The heavens and everything before Allah made us, which shows that we need Allah. We need Allah. Let me ask you another question then. If we don't worship Allah, does that harm Him? Does it harm Allah if we turn away? How do we know that? We do know. How do we know that if we don't worship Allah, that it doesn't harm Allah? It's similar to the answer before, what we just talked about. Excellent. MashaAllah, Mumtaz. Excellent. Why? Because Allah was there before He made us. So He doesn't need anything. He doesn't need us to worship Him. He doesn't need us to be good to Him or to good to anyone else. It doesn't help Allah. It doesn't harm Him if we turn away. But it's us, you and me, all of us, that need Allah. Okay? But how does it help us then if we worship Allah? And if we listen to Allah and what He tells us to do? MashaAllah Muhammad. Why? So we can go to heaven, paradise. We can go to Jannah. We can also be happy in this life. Everybody wants to be happy, right? Nobody wants to be sad. Yeah, so we can be happy. If we worship Allah, we will be happy in this life and also in the next life. There's another life, not just this life. Yeah, not just this life. As Muslims, we don't believe that there's only one life, this life. But everybody, what happens when you get old? You die. And then, as Muslims we believe, come back to life. Who will bring us back alive? Allah. So what does Allah mean? We say Allah all the time and we hear it all the time. What does Allah mean? Mustafa. Yes, He's the Creator. Good. Good. But the word Allah, that's right. But the word Allah, what does that mean? Yes. Close, very close. But Allah in Arabic, when we say Allah, it has a more a strong meaning, and a meaning which is better than when we say God. That's Ar-Rahman, the most merciful, mashallah. All of these things, yes, Allah is all of these things. But Allah means the one true God. Because there's lots of things that people worship. People worship the stars, sun, the moon, and everything else. They worship people. But so they take these people as gods. But they're not real gods. They're not real gods. But Allah means the one true God that we should worship. All of us, everyone on the earth. Everyone on the earth. We should be worshipping Allah. Everyone should worship Allah. Alright? So then what's this worship? If I'm here, you're here, everyone is here on the earth to worship Allah. What is worship? How do I do that? Is it only Mustafa today that's answering all the questions? MashaAllah. Mustafa. It's Mustafa. Yes, we worship him alone, but explain worship. What does worship mean? Yes, Sufyan. Pray. To pray to Allah. So salah. Everybody knows salah, right? What is salah? How many times do we do it? Five times. So you know the prayer, the salah. What else is worship? Just to pray, that's it? Muhammad? Good. To make dua to Allah. What is dua? Dua? Good, excellent. To ask Allah. When we ask for something, we ask only Allah. That's worship. If Allah made us, put us here on this earth to worship Him alone, then that which is worship, so to ask, we only do that to Allah. Musa. Good. We make dhikr, which means to remember Allah. These are all actions of worship. The 5 pillars of Islam, what are they? Shahada, which is that we say that Allah, the one true God, He is the only one that we worship. The second one, Salah, that we pray 5 times a day. The third, Zakat, we give in charity. Saum, which is coming very soon. Ramadan, we fast the month of Ramadan. And Hajj. Okay, so then worship in Islam is everything that Allah likes. Everything that Allah likes and everything that pleases Allah. All of these things we said please Allah. There are lots of things. So when you smile to someone, when you are kind to someone, your parents, when you listen to them, when they tell you to do something which is not bad, and you listen to them, is Allah happy with that? Allah is happy with that. He's very happy with that when you listen to your parents. In fact, it's a real bad thing with Allah if you disobey and you don't listen to your parents. It's a real bad thing. Allah mentions after the worst thing you could do, which is to worship others besides Allah, worship other things and not Allah, that the second worst thing after that is disobeying your parents, not listening to your parents. It's a very serious thing. It's not light. It's very serious. There are lots of bad things, but Allah made it the second thing that is bad. So it's very serious. So this worship is everything that Allah likes Allah is pleased with. When you give in charity, when you're kind to people, when you help your neighbor, your friend, or anyone, the poor people, the old people, when you help them, Allah is pleased with that. But it's important when you do those things that you do them for who? For Allah. For Allah. Or else you won't get reward. You won't get reward, and then you might not get to paradise. But if you do those things for Allah alone, then Allah will write these things down for you. Who writes these things down? The angels. You all said it. The angels. Where are these angels? On your right and on your left, on your shoulders. They write everything down. Allah doesn't need us to worship Him. Allah doesn't need us to worship Him. The earth that we live in, that we live on, just this city that you live in, it's quite big, isn't it? It's very big. Yeah? This country is quite big as well, isn't it? When you start to travel, it's quite big. And then the whole earth is very, very big. But then the heavens, the sky, the heavens, 7 heavens, all of these things are very, very big. But Allah is greater than all of that. All of these things are like a dot to Allah. Nothing. Everything that you see is very little. Nothing to Allah. Very little. That shows to you how great Allah is. That's why we say Allahu Akbar. Allah is the greatest. And that's why we worship Him. That's why we do these things for Allah. Because He's the greatest, not anyone else, not anything else, but Allah. So, the next time you're at home, or you're in school, or you're on the streets with your friends, and when it's time for prayer, and you have to pray, you're at the age where you have to pray, then you must stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing and go and pray. You have to pray. Because prayer is the second pillar in Islam, and it's from the greatest and best actions of worship that you could do. And it's very serious if you to leave it. So when it's time for prayer, you have to pray. If you're with your friends playing football on the street, or you're doing whatever, you're playing computer games, whatever you're doing, then you must leave it. When it's time for prayer, you must. Because that's why we're here. If you're not doing that, then there's no point us being here. Allah made us to worship Him. The next time you're in school and you have to pray, you have to pray. You have to pray. And if you're a Muslim girl, when she grows older, she has to wear hijab. If you're a Muslim girl, you have to wear hijab. When you get older, you have to cover yourself properly. A Muslim girl, she has to do that. So when she grows up and she's going to school, when she goes out of her house, she has to cover, she has to wear hijab. And you boys who have sisters, you have to make sure when they get older, you teach them. The Muslim boy, you guys, when you get older, what do you have to do? Mustafa, again? Wear a jubbah, mashallah. Wear a jubbah. And what else? If the girls have to wear hijab, what do we have to do? We have to grow a beard. We have to grow a beard. Why do we grow a beard? Because the Prophet ﷺ, we love him, don't we? He's the best man. He's our example. So we follow him. If the Prophet ﷺ did it and he told us to do it, then we will do it. There's no choice. We have to do it. We don't listen to anyone else who says, no, shave off your beard. It's not good to have a beard. We don't care about that. We care about what Allah likes, what Allah loves. If you're a boy growing older, and you go to school, and you walk on the streets, you must stay away from bad people, people who smoke, listen to music, people who drink, people who take drugs. All of these things we have to stay away from. We have to stay away from. Even the internet, be careful with the internet. Because remember, Allah sees everything. There's not a leaf that falls from a tree. You all know how the trees. There are so many leaves on one tree. When a single leaf falls from the tree, Allah knows that. Not a single leaf that falls except Allah knows that. So imagine when you're in the internet, Allah knows when your eye, He knows the evil of the eye. When you turn your eye this way, slightly this way to look at something haram, Allah knows that. And the angels write it down. So that's why when you're on the internet, anything you do, remember, Allah sees everything. He hears everything. And everything is written down. We have a quiz, inshallah, concerning what we talked about. For this, you're going to need a smartphone. If you all got phones, I'm sure you all have phones. These days, everyone has a phone, maybe 2 or 3 phones. I believe there's some prizes. There's some prizes, mashallah. Even I don't get a prize for anything that I do. But inshallah, there's some prizes even for the girls. Is it working? One prize for the boys, one prize for the girls. Whoever gets the top, comes first place. Okay. If you win it, you'll know what it is. Yeah, you'll know. Even I don't know. Okay, mashallah. So, what you're all going to need to do is can you see here? You all know how to use the internet. Can you see here what to type in to sign in to the to this?
First, you've got to go to
Kahoot.it. Yeah, you got to make sure you signed onto the internet Wi-Fi. Be careful of Mustafa. He's answering everything today. MashaAllah. Yeah, so if you all sign in to Kahoot.it, and then you should see this page. And if there's any sisters on the girls' side to help the young girls. Yeah. If you can't see the screen, and if you're going to participate, then it's better to move this way so you can see the questions and the answers. Musa, you have a phone? It's better without a phone. Actually, you can use mine. You and Zidane.
work in teams if you just have the one phone. You work
Yeah.
in teams.
If you don't have a phone and you want to sit with someone who does have a phone, then you can help them. But I don't know how you're going to split the price.
Everyone's ready. The voice side.
Everyone ready? Everyone signed into this page? I'm going to give you the password, the game pin. I'm going to give you it. Don't worry about that. The most important thing is that you sign onto this page. Everyone's on? Yeah? Should we carry on? Inshallah. Right. Okay, so now you're going to see a number come up, the game pin. This pin number, put it there on your phone. 3 9 9 9 4 9s 3. So 3 4 9s 3. All right, so when you sign in, it's going to ask you for your name. I want everyone to use their real name. Don't use a funny name or a nickname. Use your real name. Don't put anything silly. Remember, you're in the house of Allah. You're in the house of Allah. You're in a masjid. Don't write anything silly. Write your own name. Write your own name. Your real name. Once you sign in, you put your name, you put the game pin, you write your name, you're going to see your name show up on here. So we have 23 players, I think. Yeah, so okay, here, hold on. There, we have Abdul, we have Fatima, Harith, Mustafa, Ibrahim, Ali, Safa, we have Isa, Umair, Ifza, or Afzal, I don't know, Ifza, Abdullah, Rishi, Nusayba, Abdurrahman, another Abdurrahman, Daniel, Khan, I think. Jalal, mashallah. Samih. We have a few. We have 29 players. All right. So I think everybody signed in. Is there someone who's not signed in? Huh? Everyone signed in? Everyone signed in? No one not signed in? I'm going to start, everyone. I'm going to start. Yeah, so what's going to happen? Listen carefully. If you want to win these prizes, if you want a chance to win, you need to know how to play. There are 5 questions. 5 questions. Multiple choice. You're gonna see a question, and it's about what we talked about today. All of the questions are about what we talked about today. So you're gonna read a question, and you're gonna have about 20 seconds to answer. And you're gonna have 4 options. 4 options. Different colors. So you're gonna see 4 options, and they're going to be in 4 boxes with different colors. On your phone, and even on this screen, on the wall. If you choose, for example, the right answer is in the red box, then choose the red box on your phone. Or the yellow box. But make sure you read the question carefully and the options carefully. And then choose your answer. You're gonna have only 20 seconds. You're gonna have 20 seconds, and then if you haven't answered before time is finished, it's going to go on to the next question. Yes, Daniel. For each question.
And then it'll work on the screen.
Okay.
All 20 if you get the answer right. The person that gets it
Yeah.
point is the one who did it fastest.
Yeah. So
Speed as well.
this game, it also works out who was the fastest to answer. Who was the fastest to answer? So that matters. It matters. So you got to be careful. You got to try and be fast. Read the question carefully, and then answer carefully. But don't rush too fast as well, because if you don't read the answer carefully, you may answer incorrectly. Yes, just, I think it continues like that. Abdurrahman, is there someone called Abdurrahman who signed out? Signed in. طيب نبدأ على بركة الله. Yeah, I think he signed out. Oh, he must have lost his connection or something. I think that means he's lost his connection. Just check he's got his he's connected. He's okay. طيب, should we start? Should we start? طيب. جاهزين? You guys ready? طيب, let's start. Bismillah. All right, we're going to start. All right, so are you ready? 5 questions. Remember, the quiz is who is Allah? That's the topic. The first question, what does Allah mean? All right, so you have the first option. There are lots of gods. All gods are the same. There is no God. The one true God that should be worshipped. You got 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. لا تعلمهم. Huh? Yeah. All right, so 27 of you got it right. 27 of you got it right.
Right, guys, quickly show you. There are a few people who are struggling. 2 seconds. So on your phone, you will see exactly what's on the screen here. So whichever is the right answer, which in this case was green. So on your phone, press green. All right, and do it as fast as you can. Clear? Anybody not understand?
Guys, remember, make sure you look at the screen on the wall. Don't just look at your phone, because the question doesn't come up on your phone. The question doesn't come up on your phone. Make sure you look at the wall for the question and the answers. Does everyone know what to do? Everyone knows? Jalal, you know? Good. Second question, you ready? So 27 of you got it right. Next question. Oh, hold on. Who's Danish? Is that your real name? Danish, mashallah, mashallah. And then Sufyan. And then we have Shumaila, I think, and Junaid and Murtada. Mashallah. I think the boys are doing it, but usually the girls will catch up and leave you completely behind. All right, next question. Why did Allah make us? Read the questions carefully. The answers. To play, to get rich, to worship Him alone, to worship Him only, because He needs us. Hmm? 3 seconds. 2, 1. I hope everyone got this right. 30. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. We worship Allah alone. We worship Allah alone. Alhamdulillah. Okay, let's see the scoreboard. Danish, there's no moving. MashaAllah. Junaid, Sufyan, Murtada, Daniel Khan. Maybe there's a problem on the sister's side. Maybe there's a problem on the sister's side. Because they're connected. No, we don't doubt the sisters and the girls. MashaAllah. All right. Next question. All right. Everybody sit down so someone who's behind you, they can see. All right. Next question. If we don't worship Allah, it harms Him, it pleases Him, it doesn't harm Him, it doesn't matter. Five seconds left. The answer is, doesn't harm him. Who does it harm? So who does it harm? Us, if we don't worship Allah. Okay. So I think, look, here, this means that we need to review this again. Right? Yeah. Remember? Yeah. Remember, guys, we said that if we don't worship Allah, Allah says, وَإِن تَكْفُرُوا أَنْتُ وَمَنْ فِي الْأَرْضِ جَمِيعًا. If you disbelieve in Allah and everyone on the earth, فَإِنَّ اللَّهُ هُوَ الْغَنِيُّ الْحَمِيدُ. Allah, He is Ghani, He is rich, the all rich. Hamid, the one worthy of all praise, that everybody praises. And He is the one worthy of all praise. Allah doesn't need us. Next question, or after the scoreboard here, Danish. Murtada is coming up. Where's that? Is that my Murtada?
We need to check his inside information.
Ah, Murtada. And then Daniel, Junaid, and Harun. Harun, mashallah, is up there. Coming up fast. Question 4. 2 more questions left. Question 4. Worship in Islam is... Sit down.
You need to stay seated because people behind you.
Sit down, guys. Sit down. Worship in Islam is salat only. Everything we are pleased with. Everything Allah is pleased with. Or worship only is in the mosque. Ah, good, mashallah. 27. I can live with that. Alhamdulillah. Everything Allah is pleased with. Okay. Danish. And mashallah, I think we have a sister. I believe that's the sister's name. Yeah? Nusayba, and maybe I think even the last name. Tayyib. Okay. Last question, everyone. Let me remind everyone, stay sat down. Give everyone a fair chance. Stay sat down and read carefully. Every good thing you do is worship if you do it for Allah and others. True or false? You didn't expect that, did you? Every good thing you do is worship if you do it for Allah and others. That's false. We do. Every good thing we do is for who? It's for Allah alone. Didn't expect that. Yeah. All right. You guys want to know who won? Maruf. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to give the one who came the highest or first place. I'm guessing it's going to be one of you guys, a boy. Assuming. And then the next prize will go to the high scoring girl. The high scoring girl, for us to be fair. All right. Okay. Should we break for Salah first? Okay. Musa! Where's Musa? Huh? Which Musa? This Musa? MashaAllah, look at that. I just came and... But he's using my phone though. Using my phone. MashaAllah, and Jalal. MashaAllah, Jalal. And then Danish. Danish, what happened, man? And then Sufyan, mashallah, and then Murtada. And let's have a look. I think we knocked the girls out. You knocked the girls out. That's not nice. All right, so up 10 places, Ibrahim and Co is the highest climber. Ibrahim, who's Ibrahim? You're the highest climber. You were climbing up very fast, mashallah. Mashallah. Yeah, okay, so let's try and find, mashallah. So Musa got 5, all of them right, and none incorrect. Let's try and see who from the girls came the highest. Is that opening, Abid? I don't think it should be that slow. Try it again. Is it? No, that's reset. But there. Supposed to open it. Huh? No, I don't know how it works. Is it there?
What to do is I think you can minimize that window as soon as it's opening up, is it? Yeah. So try to.
Okay, there we go. So Nusayba, I believe. Nusayba, is that the highest girl? Highest scoring girl?
I think so, yeah.
Nusayba?
Yeah, Nusayba.
So she gets one.
Nusayba, yeah, Nusayba. All right. All right, so. Huh? All right, so boys first place. That's Musa. He's going to share it with his brother. Is he done? And me, because he's using my phone. And the prize goes to Nusayba on the girls' side. We're going to post it under the door. Inshallah. Inshallah. You like that game? Like that quiz? Maybe next time. Maybe the next class, inshallah. So Jazakumullah khairan for coming.
I think we make it clear though that this is not a reason to ask your parents for a vote. It's for it for the 5 minutes on the Saturday show.
Yeah, so if you don't use this as an excuse to ask your parents to buy a phone for you, you can make do, borrow our phones. So alhamdulillah, Jazakumullah khairan everyone for coming, and hopefully we'll see you again next week. And as you know, there is some food inshallah after Maghrib, and there is also a class in about 25 minutes. So we encourage everyone to stay. هذا وصلى الله عليه وسلم